CJ, in a game where the stats were really even across the board, that's a tough loss to take tonight.
Was, but a couple of good things to take out of it, right? Good start, 15 assists down the stretch. Yeah, we didn't play as well in the last few minutes. A few things that you can clean up and continue to get better at, and some breakdowns that we can still improve on. But I thought for the majority of the game, and Bryce Cotton, he is Bryce, right? We all understand. He's been the league MVP. He's won championships. He's done this time and time again. It took him 22 shots to get it done. One thing that happened from this game to the last game was he made 12 free throws. Because shooting percentage-wise, I thought we did a very good job. He's 4 of 13 from the three-point line. Like, for him to work that hard to get his numbers and to take that many shots, it's just he needs to do that for them to be successful. Corey Webster was good. Thomas came out to play today. They've got people stepping up, and we need to keep finding ways. I think shooting the three ball, we can do a little bit better than that, like both teams. But they were tough because you have to compete at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, just back to the start. Obviously, last time you had a slow start against them was age 21, and tonight you just really addressed that. So, what was the key to that? Was the defensive end, the offensive end?
A bit of both. I think you need your defense to be good. We had 25 points and we kept them to 20 in the first quarter, which is good. Normally teams at home they've been getting 28 to 30 points against us, which is it's a runaway, and you have to peel it back a little bit. So I thought we did a good job there. I think we were poised and we moved the ball. We took some good shots. We knew what was going, where the doubles were coming from. We got off the ball. Again, 11 turnovers, again, below the league average, which is also another good thing to take away. But some of those are afflicted wounds as well. So when we turned the ball over, we could add less than that.
I thought the battle between Thomas and Soto was really interesting and intriguing from a basketball IQ perspective, and watching them both battle at both ends. And obviously Kai also was dishing assists as well, which was great to see. We could see that happening out there on the floor. But what did you make of the battle between those two and how they were attacking each other at different ends of the floor?
No, I love it. I think, like I said, Kai's getting better and better, and the way that he passed the ball today and has been at practice and continue to finish and run the floor. Like, he'll get a couple calls that sometimes don't go his way, but at 7'3", none of us understand what it's like. But I thought his effort and energy was really good today.
And Mitch, yourself, 20 points and 13 rebounds, a monster game from you tonight, and you just look so hungry out there for rebounds and for scores. From the very first tip tonight, what sort of mentality did you have in tonight's game that produced this performance?
Look, the talk was about getting it done for DJ, and we didn't get that done, so that's disappointing. As CJ mentioned, I thought we played pretty hard for the majority of the game. We made some mistakes on the defensive end and kind of lost some momentum at times there offensively and lost our pace because of those mistakes. But, it was just about coming to play and trying to get the win for DJ.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mitch. Thanks, CJ.
CJ, might be too soon to ask, but how good is Bryce? I mean, you played with Sam McCarron, and others.
I played against Bryce.
And you played against Bryce. Yeah. Where does he rate in your estimation?
He's right up there. I mean, we've had greats in different eras, different generations, but if you talk about this generation and what he's done, like LeBron, and what he's done for the game with the NBA, but I think what Bryce has done right now is really he's changed the mark, not only for the club, for the league, imports. He makes it hard for imports, and now he's naturalized. He's almost naturalized, so there's a lot to like there. But he's a special kid, and he always comes to play. And he's talks about the game the right way, about our league, our club. He's a real good kid.
And Mitch, obviously you were a line-hearted tonight, and you're disappointed with the way that it panned out for DJ more than anything. Is there anything that you could think you could have done differently in those last couple of minutes that you sort of reflect on? I'd like to have that back. Obviously, that there was that pass, but other than that, anything that you might have done differently defensively or otherwise?
Look, it's easy to look back in hindsight and say what I would have done differently. I think as a group, we probably should have tried to foul someone else other than Bryce. We were trying to do the right thing and, stop the clock and get more possessions, but he's a pretty good shooter. So ideally, we just foul someone else. But again, at the time, it's difficult to let him bring the ball up and time's ticking and stuff like that. So, we'll review it and hopefully learn from it.
Would have been a difficult week for for DJ, being just as he is in personality? I mean, do you think that affected him at all?
I don't know. You have to ask him. But to play 400 games there's not many in our competition, and from start to finish, and start till now, and what he's been able to do in this game, and as an Australian big, he's only evolved and gotten better. He's helped a couple of clubs and been a standout player, not only for our league and been first team as an NBL player, but also representing Australia and putting the green and gold on, not only for 3-on-3, but also just in representing the country, outside of Australia. He's one of those guys that don't come around very often. Special, smart, understands the game, loyal to his family, committed to his club. I can't say enough about the kid.
2 and 4 at home now. Are there common strands in there? I mean,
No, there's.
but tonight was great.
No. Tonight was great. Like, it's again still trying to. When I say you're still trying to find your way, and when you've played 12, we're almost at the halfway mark, and there's a lot of growth and improvement. Everyone's fighting and juggling, and we can talk next week. And if we had won that game again, your questions to me would be different, right? So we all know that. But it's about where we're at and just chipping away bit by bit and making sure we prepare the right way for the next game, as that's where my head's at already. And even though we're addressing this right now, the Wildcats came and did what they needed to do. They played in New Zealand, had a great game and got a win. They came in here. Again, if you look at the competition, how close it is, now you're seeing it, right? That was 9 points. I'd hope that they don't get 98 again against us, but that's what they got. If we're keeping teams around, the 85 mark, that's what focus on right now for us. Keep the defense, keep the scores lower at home, keep playing better. Yes, we've been better on the road than at home, just identifying what's real and what's not. But how you get better at that, we need to keep playing more games to see how that all plays out, and we need to keep working on the little things.
As you say, just getting to the halfway point now, are you confident that it's not far away, that perfect picture of how you want the team to play?
I think it's not too far away. Clearly, you'd like to get the whole team in place, and before that, and keep doing our work, and hopefully, sooner rather than later, I'll be able to tell you some more news. But right now, the focus is on the now and the group here, and keeping our heads up and understanding where we're at and what we need to continue to go and achieve.
Have you narrowed that search?
Not yet.
No hurry?
Oh, there's a hurry.
Have you got a time frame?
Soon. No, thank you.
Anyone else unless anyone has any questions?
You'll hear from me soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.